Got it.
Got it.
Okay, so
Hey,
we're
let me know if I have any boogies with.
okay. Okay, we're live on YouTube.
Cool.
That was simple. It gets easier every time.
That's right. That's right. 30
So-
seconds, Howard.
Yeah. So I want to welcome everybody to Blue Cobra Peeps, and it's 008. And so we'll start out. Larry, go ahead and introduce yourself.
All right, will do. Thanks, Howard. My name is Larry Tate. I'm currently retired. I retired about a year and a half ago. So retired from the city of Santa Rosa, supervisor of parking enforcement, one of the most hated people in the city, but treated me well. After that, after I retired, just beat feet down here to Southeast Arizona, high desert, and loving life. This is my so there's number 8. This is number 8 Peeps, Blue Cobra Peeps.
Yeah.
I missed one, so I've been here for 7 Blue Cobra
Actually,
Peeps.
you were here for 8 because we had a 000.
Oh, yes, that's right, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm 8 for 9 then. Good
Yeah.
deal.
So
Yes.
so we got a special guest tonight, and it's Lonnie. So Lonnie, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. I'm Lonnie Hunter. I'm from Carbondale, Pennsylvania. I'm just starting to try the product. I'm about eight doses in, and I got a lot of hope. I found out through Camper Van Kevin and Felix, watching the little dog Foxy stopped coughing. It really got to me. My dog was so sick. I didn't think, like, everyone was feeling bad because we thought we were gonna have to put her down, and we had just lost a couple dogs, and it's, that's hard on a lot of people. So he started talking about CBD oil, So I wrote to Kevin, and I told him what was going on with me because they found cancer in my liver, and I asked him. I said, I've been watching you for a while now, and maybe you can help me out. I said I got liver cancer now, and he's like, call Howard now. And that was it. Yeah, and that was it. Call Howard. So I said, okay, I'll check it out. He's like, no, now. And these are short answers he's giving me, and so I'm like, wow. And I said, well, okay, well, I'll talk to my wife tonight, and we'll see what to do. He's like, silly. So the next day, at first I told my wife at work, and she was getting upset because I said, call that guy. She's like, come home. She's upset. She's like, I don't want to call him without you. I don't know what I'm going to say. Which usually she's top notch. She can do anything. The girl's incredible. But we called together on a speakerphone, obviously, and you know that, Howard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And what a great time we've had ever since.
Yeah, absolutely. We've
But
become
yeah,
friends already.
Yeah, I watched Kevin. Like, I watched the poor man, and he was so sick. And
Yeah.
before, I couldn't believe it. He was like stage 4, and he sure didn't want to smoke any marijuana. That certainly wasn't him.
It didn't agree with him.
No, and I was like, oh, dang, because I want him to smoke. I want him to heal. I love him and the dogs. And
Oh, yeah.
I love those guys. They're the best. So, so we figured we'd give it a run,
So anyway, I'm Howard Hitt. I'm the creator and owner of Blue Cobra CBD products. And what I have to do right now is give you a disclaimer, and then we can start from there.
Okay.
So we're not doctors or healthcare professionals. We're not offering any medical advice whatsoever. If you want to try something new, then you should check with your doctor or your healthcare professional and go from there. And we're just relaying stories about what the CBD oil's done for us and what other people have told us it's done for them. So with that, we can get started now. So Lonnie, we'll let you start if you feel comfortable with that.
Yeah, it was where to go. Started feeling sick. You know, I've been going through a lot for a lot of years, really. I've had a lot of accidents, like I said. But yeah, I was starting. I knew I had liver trouble. I knew I had cirrhosis and everything. And you know, the years are going by. Lonnie's not leaving the house, so it's not a real good thing. I kind of got sick of getting blistered off the Harley, so I came home and shut the door for a while. Got myself pretty sick, so I ended up with cirrhosis. Lived with that for a few years. You know, the doctor kept warning me as we're going. And, so I ended up with lesions and fatty liver. I think it was fatty liver first, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it was fatty liver first. But then I got an old thing. Huh?
You're diabetic, right?
Yes, sir.
See,
Yeah.
so you have diabetic cirrhosis.
Yeah. Well, they said it was from all the rich foods and things, from not leaving the house.
Well, a lot of people get it from alcohol.
Yeah.
That's what commonly most people think. Oh, they're an alcoholic, but that's not true.
Yeah, no,
because you get it from having diabetes and, like you said, abusing it. You know,
32 years, right, without drinking, and I get cirrhosis.
Yeah.
That's crazy, huh?
Yeah, it is, right?
That really shocked me a lot.
Yeah, well, it shocked me when they told me I had cirrhosis, and I went, "What the heck?" And then I talked with the doctor, and he goes, "No." He goes, "It's not alcoholic; it's diabetes." And I went, "Oh, I feel better knowing that."
Wow.
Yeah. So I was sick for a while, you know. I started getting bad indigestion, and my wife kept saying, "Lonnie, I think it's your liver. I think it's your liver doing it." And I'm like, it's probably from all the chewing tobacco years ago.
Yeah.
Probably killing the flap. She's like, "I think it's from your liver." So we went, and they found a mass on there. They did the ultrasound, and there it was. They tried to do the MRI, and I'll tell you what, I about started yelling to get me out of that thing. That wasn't for me. So we started with the CT scans and the blood work and all that. You know, they said it started in the liver, and they did X-rays of the chest and that, but I've been having troubles on the sides of my chest and it literally right in my breast. So I just to make sure, we're going to get another CT and another just to make sure it didn't come out of the liver and go there. Because really, Howard, that's really been my most pain. Has been like a nasty indigestion thing.
Oh, yeah, that's what you were saying.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's coming, but when they did the biopsy, it kind of seemed like I felt it in that spot.
Oh, really? Huh?
Yeah, and that worries me a bit, and it worries me at the time. But they already did X-rays and that, and they didn't find anything. So I'm hoping that, it's something simple like muscle spasm and that, because I deal with a lot of that,
Oh, yeah. Rub the oil on where the muscles, and it'll help. They'll go away.
I lock up so bad that I would have to use the bottle on my whole sides and both sides.
You know what?
I'd have to bathe.
That happened to you, right, Howard?
Yeah, that's originally why I started making the oil, was for my muscle cramps.
Really?
Yeah, and then I had cirrhosis. I know people are tired of hearing about that, but I had it on my arm, and I called it elephant skin. It was all gray, and it'd get cracked, and it would ooze. I put the oil on there. I figured, well, what I got to lose? And it went away. It hasn't come back in 3 years.
Nice. I told my brother, because he's got Parkinson's, to start rubbing. Yeah, people don't realize what goes up through your feet get you sick. I always knew that.
Yeah.
My Nana, you didn't get near my grandmother. She would grab you by the face. If you had a spot of dirt, she would grab you with a washcloth. She ran through the floor, and she would sandpaper your face and your feet. And man, you walked away, your face was ringing.
Yeah.
You're so burnt, Oh, that woman could get your feet, and you want to talk about tickle. Oh, what a wonderful grandma she was.
Oh, yeah. I used to walk with a cane, and I would take him to my grandsons. I would drop that cane on their toes, and they'd go, "Ow, Grandpa, that hurts." And I told him, "You big baby." And one day he accidentally dropped it on mine. I went, "Oh, geez, that really hurts." And I quit doing it. I felt pretty bad.
Yeah, you big baby.
Yeah, right.
My pop used to say to him, "What happened, knucklehead?" He'd say, "I didn't feel a thing."
Yeah.
My grandpa was so cool. He was like the kindest guy in the world. My grandmother, she'd stand over the back of him, yelling at him. She'd go, she said one day, I couldn't believe it. She said, "I will punch you," she said, "right in the back of your head." And you know what he said? He goes, "Oh, honey, why would you ever do that?" He was such a gentle man, you know. But he got this little girl coming out of the store with a fudge pop, and she was in her communion dress.
Oh no.
Her mother didn't come out of the store yet. And he gives this little, he had it all planned. He gives this little girl a fudge pop, and that mother come out of the store. And she yelled at my grandfather, and all he did was laugh and smile. He thought it was the greatest thing on earth. I come from great people, man. I do. I come from great people.
Yeah, you do.
Both sides of my family. There's a lot of wonderful people in my family.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was blessed, without a doubt.
So
we're just
Larry,
gonna-
you're quiet over there.
No, I'm just really listening. I get on these, and your guest, Howard, I love listening to them. You know,
Yeah, they got great stories, don't
they
they?
tell a story. You know, talk about their family. You know, it's really interesting to sit and listen. You know,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can't go nowhere because of this pillow. This pillow says I can't never leave. Not till my babies are grown and married. Then I could go.
that's a motivation right there.
Yeah.
Oh, I melt. There's that little girl, she was the first, and her feet are in my concrete sidewalk coming in, never leaving, pointing right in there. They got to be this big, maybe 3 inches or so, the little stinkers. Poppy's babies. And then we got the beautiful little blonde hair, blue eyed kid with a little space in his teeth. And we are in love.
Wow.
Yeah, they're our world. They truly are. They changed everything in our house. They changed the complete structure. Everybody, when that little girl come in first, it was over. And then when Lukey came, they spoil them. Their uncles are right on them. They want anything. Uncle Jake's got them 7 and 3 years old out whacking golf balls across the street in the church field. Yeah, he takes them hiking. Lukey's only 3, man. He goes right along with them. They have a great time.
Who is this that takes them hiking?
My son Jake takes them over there hitting the golf balls across the street.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they love it. They love it. Anything Uncle Jake wants to do, or Uncle Josh, or Uncle Lonnie, they chase their uncles when they're here all day long.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, Lonnie, I want to talk about somebody, and that's Zach.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
rock,
Zach
man.
Savage.
That's funny.
And you got me hooked up with him. Obviously, you're like a mentor to him.
Yeah.
And that guy, he has some videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
And he can play the guitar. He can sing. He writes his own music, his own lyrics, everything. That guy is out of this world.
He is. He truly is. I enjoy. He comes down here and he makes my Telecaster sound wonderful. So I do a whole different. He can really rip. I just play like old America songs and sing away. He sits over in the chair and he smiles because what I do is like buttercup stuff to him, you know.
Yeah,
But
I'm gonna put a link in this video so that people could watch one of his songs. And actually, he's going to come on in a couple of weeks or so. and he's going to perform a song live.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I could hardly wait. And he's a really nice guy to talk with too.
He ripped. He told me
Yeah.
that he fell in love with that Telecaster.
Oh, did he?
Oh my gosh. There's another company I was trying to tell him about. I'm hoping he'll buy one. You can't
Yeah.
believe this new company that come out, Donner. It's like $200 for a Telecaster. They're a knockoff, but they're at the NAM show and they're like unbelievable guitars they're selling people.
Really?
Unbelievable. And I paid $1,600 for that.
Oh, yeah.
Fender Pro 2,
Yeah.
So how are you going to end up uploading a video of Zach's then?
Yeah.
that'd be
I'm going to
cool.
put a link on there.
Good.
But then
Cool.
he's going to actually do a whole set for me, and we'll just have those videos occasionally, different songs, and we want to get the word out there to people,
Howard forwarded me, Howard's like, man, you got to check Zach out. And I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
Man, he's good, man. And I really like his music, and I was trying to explain to Howard who he reminds me of, but I mean, it's like a blend of everybody I like.
I was just gonna say everybody. Yep.
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah.
I mean, you got some, I don't know. I was going to see Jacob Dylan from the Wallflowers all the way to, Dire Straits. I don't know, man.
Just had a great time. He grew up at a great time.
Yeah.
He did. Creed and all them bands, they were just amazing.
There you go. Creed, some,
amazing.
Yeah.
I told him.
All of them. Yeah, a lot of great. He could play anything. Anything he gets into, he can pretty much rip it up pretty good.
Yeah, I could listen to his music every day.
Yeah. Well, he's a kid. They said he sat on his front porch every day. He's played every day on his front porch. They said when he was a little kid.
So that'd be cool to have him on, so we could find out where he got his inspiration from. That's what I'm curious, because he's spot on, but I can't nail where he got his inspiration from. He's like
that's right.
Very special. He's special.
Yeah.
And he worked every bit for it. He worked for all that. He worked for that.
Did he?
Yeah, since he was a little boy. His dad sang in local bands too. His dad could sing.
Oh, really? Huh?
Oh yeah, his dad could sing. Zach gets it honest, but he took the guitar to levels only a couple people in town do, that short of going away to Juilliard or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we have some really talented musicians in this valley. Always did.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you like to play? Are you any good?
Oh yeah, I play, but I don't do it like Zach because I think my head got hurt a lot as a kid. So I just put it up on a screen and I rip it. If I could see the chord, I could sing like a bird.
Really?
Probably 100, 200 songs I could really do. I do the chords of, but I have to do it on my big screen. I got something wrong that my brain will not let me walk away and play that song no matter what I do.
So you're going to do a song for us.
Well, I don't know about that. I never did that. My wife's been trying to get that for 35 years. I've never done it yet.
You could record one and then we could play it on here. As long as it's original, something original. Because otherwise you run into copyright problems.
Yeah. You have to let them know.
Yeah.
Sure, if you use anything.
So, you could do it,
I believe so, but right now I'm really focused on getting better.
I know.
I got the babies the last 4 days and I love it.
We're going to have you on here. We're going to follow you and watch you get better.
I hope so. I pray.
Yeah.
That's our goal. That's our mission,
Yeah. I like to chug about 6 of those, let me tell you.
Yeah. Hey,
buddy, that'd be leaking out of my pores if I could.
You know what? When I found out I had cancer, I would drink a bottle several times a day because I could, right?
Yeah, I got that from Zach.
But
he told me that.
Yeah, but then I went, I know that's too much, but I didn't know what a dose was,
I'm already got a lot of olive oil now, buddy.
Yeah.
I come from a Vidala family.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're from Italy. I got a lot of family. I told you that rhubarb came over here in 1898.
Yeah.
From Slovenia, Yugoslavia over there. Great great grandma, Mary Intihar was her name. She brought it here in like 1898. We try to share it with everybody we can, you know, because you have to split it every 3 to 5 years.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he grew us a rhubarb, Larry, that is, what is it, great aunt or grandmother
Grandma, yeah.
bought from
Slovenia,
Yugoslavia.
Yugoslavia, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
You
Me and
don't
my
hear that
cousin
every
Janine-
day, right?
No.
Yeah,
That's
me
cool.
and my cousin are the keepers. Me and my cousin Janine are the keepers of it. in
Nice,
America.
nice.
We try to share it, you know. You had rhubarb pie till you had my grandma.
I was gonna say, what all you made with it?
I like to make jam with it. I mix it with strawberries and sugar and make jam.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do with it. It's wonderful. I can't eat much of it. I end up with like 4 or 5 quarts of jam until you throw them away. I
Mm.
can't eat that much sugar. I'll be in the gutter. Yeah.
But rhubarb's probably pretty good for you, just by itself, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know, honestly, it's sad, but I think it's high in vitamin C, I think is what it is.
Yeah.
But there are probably other
Oh. His
He
connection.
might end up coming back.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Yeah,
There he is.
there he is.
my buddy tried to call me and I
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that sucked.
Well, you know what? When you start taking oil, because I got diabetes, and I got off the insulin, I got off the metformin, I got off the glipizide. I'm taking nothing for it right now, and
It's amazing.
I can eat all the sugar now, where I couldn't
my
before. I don't
Can't
even
even
worry
imagine
about it.
that.
And I wake up and my
Oh,
blood
yeah.
sugar is 130, 140, 150, right in there.
God,
You know, that's good.
Oh yeah,
that's amazing.
I could-
That's amazing.
I could second that with Howard. I'm type 2, and Howard, yesterday was exactly 2 months since I started taking oils. Right.
Yeah.
And I just told you the other day, my little glucose meters, gives me a 30-day average and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
30-day average, 135.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Wow.
that's pretty
Where
good.
does that put your A1C? That's got to be like a wow.
It's the oils. It's the
Your
oils.
A1C
I haven't been doing anything else different. It's the oils.
Yeah,
But
I bet your A1C's probably maybe 6 point something.
Oh, it's got to be amazing. It's got to be amazing.
Yeah.
yeah,
Mine was 8.6. Now it's down to 6.4. You know,
I looked on the computer about what 135 average would be for A1C. And they said 6.3. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'll take that.
any day.
I'm not trying to eat less. I'm not trying not to eat the bad stuff.
Yeah.
But
I don't eat
I'm
what
just
I did
naturally
either
not as
myself.
hungry anymore.
Well, for years, I didn't eat any sugar at all. I didn't drink diet soda, any kind of soda. I just drank mineral water and tea, Lipton's tea. That was it. Now I'm drinking
You get sick
Coca-Cola
anyway,
and
yeah.
orange juice and lemonade, eating pie and
Right.
donuts. Can you believe that?
All right, listen. Cut it out. I'm 386, 385, 67. Stop with the donuts, please.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a break, Howard, will you?
You'll get there, Lonnie. You'll get there.
You know, that's what I drive the last 6 months. Judy, give me donuts. Judy, give me donuts. That's
Yeah.
I don't want, and I'm like, I don't want that Dunkin' crap. Don't give me that Dunkin' crap.
Yeah, no.
when I was when I was talking to Howard,
Yeah.
Howard was telling me, yeah, Larry, every night I could have a root beer float.
Yeah, I went through root beer floats for a
I'm
long
like,
time.
diet root beer? He's like, oh heck no. He goes, root beer. I'm like, nice, man.
Yeah, I don't like diet stuff anyhow, so I just do
I
without.
throw up from it, man. I throw
Yeah,
up from
that's
that
nasty.
shit. Those drinks, oh my God.
Yeah, they're nasty, you know.
Yeah, Yeah, I can't do it, man.
No.
We got those fancy little fruity, bubbly ones with the pineapple ginger in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy, talk about projectile throwing up. Wow. Ooh, that's offensive. I'm telling you, I get a half a bottle down, a bottle, and I'm telling you, I was really after a couple different tries with it, you know, because I need
Yeah.
something to drink. That's all I drink is water since a teenager, Howard. We've always had a watering machine. We haven't drank tap water. My kids never drank tap water.
Oh yeah, no.
I make spaghetti with bottled water. I make
Yeah.
coffee with bottled water, or my wife does. I watch.
Yeah.
Or I watch TV a lot, is what I meant.
Right.
So I got this figure, man. This figure, you know. The first time I worked at this lumber yard down in Florida, I just about 4 years off of the accident I was in, and I was going to give it a heck. So I went down there. I was down from 333 to 219. But the first day I got there, this little redheaded dude, he looks over. He goes, "Who's the new bowling ball?" I said, "Boy, you're a real, you know." He goes,
Yeah.
"Yeah." He goes, "Yeah." So, where do you think he's from? About 2 hours from me, where I was born. Yeah, he definitely came from here. He fit right in, but he's like, "Who's the new bowling ball?" So I could see I'm gonna probably have to whoop you around, boy. And he come from the same place, you know. End up being one of my best friends in my whole entire life.
Wow. Yeah, you know, I lost 90 pounds.
Yeah, you were telling me that's great.
Yeah.
I got down 80 when they had me on all that medicine, but
Oh
they
yeah.
took that Ozempic about killed me itself.
Yeah.
Once they took that away, my weight went right back up, like flew back up. I was down to 339, I think, Howard. 330.
Yeah. And it was slow. It's slow that I lost that. It's real gradual, you know.
Yeah, that's good. That's the best way to do
Yeah.
it. Don't hurt your heart, you know.
Yeah, I don't think it'll come back, you know.
No, brother, that's awesome. You said you're
Yeah.
77 years old. What a blessing.
Yeah, it is.
Speaking of coming back, Lonnie, I bet you that you're going to want to come back to brag about how you're progressing.
God, I hope you're right.
I can
man.
see it. I can
Oh,
see it
yeah.
happen, man.
Yeah. And we're going to get him, Larry,
Yeah.
not this time,
No, I
not
know.
next time, but one time he's going to be up there playing the guitar and singing.
Yeah, we'll see how that works out, buddy. I do love doing it, that's for sure.
Well, something you love, so why not, right?
I
Yeah.
just sit on the porch and do a little bit of Little River Band.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, cool change. I like to
Yeah.
play cool change. I play a lot. I play Gordon Lightfoot, a little
Do
bit of
you?
Harry Chapin, little Jackson Brown, Tom Petty, Bob Seger, like all the old stuff from a lot of the 60s stuff.
Oh,
But
yeah.
there's even some Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd songs that are just straight up chords that, you know,
Wow.
major chords that anybody really can do.
Wow.
Pretty cool. It's pretty cool, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love guitars. I bought my daughter a bunch of guitars. She has an Alvarez. She has a 12-string Takamine. She
No
has a
kidding.
Brazilian Rosewood Taylor that's worth about $3,500.
Wow.
Yeah, we're blessed, just blessed to have a 48.
How's she do? Does she do good?
My baby's, she plays a little bit, but she's so busy. She's been working in a hoagie shop since she's like 15 years old or 16 years old. And she just did the school so she could run everything in there too, you know.
Yeah.
But she's busy between that and the kids. So she only strums a little bit, you know, but
Oh, yeah.
she's ready. She's got more guitars than she'll ever need in her life. That's for sure. Couldn't get enough for the kid, you know.
Yeah.
My son upstairs has a nice one. My Jake, my son in the back apartment, he plays a little bit. He's got a little, not much, but they monkey
Yeah.
around. The boys monkey
And
around.
you bring the whole family on, man. That'd be
That's
cool.
this is where we're going with this.
That's
Well,
right.
before
Huh?
you know it, I'll have them babies on me right here because they're awesome, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
They're awesome.
That's great.
They can't leave till they're big, man.
Yeah.
They got to know what's up in the world. that little kid, that 7-year-old, she's so sensitive and so smart. And that Lukey walked in there. I told you, he read the DeWalt box upside
Oh,
down.
yeah.
He's 3 years old. He goes DEWALT to his grandma, and it was upside down.
Nice.
Little smarty kid, man. Little smarties. Yeah,
Wow.
I can't tell you how blessed. I think about all the guys with all them muscles, all those years, picking on the little fat kids, and it's not up to us how long we're gonna live. God, God, it's up to God when you get to go. It don't matter how many muscles you
Sure.
have, fat or skinny or tall. It doesn't matter. I was shocked to see how many people the Lord took before me. Being that I've always had trouble breathing as a kid. I always had, you couldn't believe how sick. Like my oxygen level, I couldn't even make it up the steps when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
And we think it was all because of the cat dander every year. Finally,
Oh,
back then they didn't know much. They did
no.
those tests on your arm to see what you're allergic to.
Yeah.
They all were swollen except for two, I think.
Right.
Everything, all the ragweeds, everything.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Maybe it's because I was a preemie baby. If that's how that worked, I don't know. But yeah, I couldn't breathe, man. It was terrible when you're a kid. You feel like you're 90 years old trying to go up the steps. My poor grandpa, and he was always sick from emphysema, and he'd be like trying to give me on his breathing treatment. He felt so, he felt so bad because he knew what it was like not to breathe. He should
Oh,
try to
yeah.
help them. Yeah. So that was a lot of, that's probably a good 5 years of my, being young. That's, I'll tell you what, that's the scariest thing in the world when you can't breathe.
Oh, yeah. You think you're
I
going to
can imagine.
suffocate. I've been there.
Yeah. Now I'm like a panic, like that
Yeah.
MRI machine. No way could I do that machine. No way.
Yeah. Do you have oxygen now?
No. That's another thing, Howard. I started catching myself double gasping, and I never dreamed in my life I'd pray for COPD instead. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
And I never thought I'd pray for it so hard. Oh man. Now my best friend, he's having a hard time. God love him. He's gone through so much grief. He lost his boy. Then first he lost his dad. Then he lost his son. Then he lost his sister. Then he lost his mother. His other sister had cancer and fought that, and she's doing good. And like they're my second family, but my best friend, he's got a pacemaker. He's already had 2 heart attacks. He's on oxygen. He's 58. He just turned 50
That's
yesterday.
horrible.
Yeah, losing his boy. He's just starting to feel better. His sister fell in the pool helping my daughter, and man, a day or so later, she didn't wake up. She hemorrhaged from her heart or something, bled out inside. And we were just floored. It seemed like everybody left that house down there, and that was it. The grass is 3-4 feet here and there, and it just everybody left. Like everybody left all of a sudden, and he's down there sick as a dog. I tried to go get him up and get him moving, just like he did with me when I was turning yellow. I couldn't even walk. I couldn't get my foot up on the curb, Howard. That's how sick I got.
Wow.
Jeez.
I'd never heard of it being that bad.
Yeah, he helped me get up on the curb in front of my house because my foot, I could hardly lift my leg 6 inches.
Wow.
Yeah, I was definitely in big trouble.
And how old were you?
Huh?
How old were you?
That was how many years ago was that, Judy? Probably 6 years ago, 7 years. Yeah, 2007 or started coming apart, man.
Okay.
Yeah, you were young.
I don't want to go outside anymore. You're get sick of getting hit by cars and stuff. I just had enough. Yeah, once I got blistered off the Harley in 06, I got a brand new 09 full dresser, right? Ultra classic full dresser, man. I was styling. I rode it a few times, fixed the other bike, make sure I got back up on the horse. I put it out front. I let it sit in the rain and rot. I just stopped going.
Yeah.
I just lost interest in it, I guess, Just didn't want to get ran over. I'd come home, and once I found them videos, man, I just started playing more music and just watching TV. Yeah, watch TV.
I did the same thing. riding around the city of Santa Rosa, man, it was just too crazy riding around there downtown. Took more time getting to work than it would getting on the motorcycle to get ready to go to work than it did for me to actually go to work in the truck. It was just crazy. So
that's one thing I never, well, I didn't work, right? Because I was already hurt. I got in the worst accident when I was 22, when I got the 400 stitches. And I was in whiplash for 4 years. So I was pretty wiped right out. There was nothing I could do much,
Yeah, so I moved up here. It's like, well, shoot, So I started riding, but I traded in I got rid of the Harley, before I came out here, and I bought a darn, I bought like an enduro bike to go up in the mountains and stuff, right? And that was cool. It was like, okay, I'm getting 60 now, man. I need to be up in the mountains,
That's enough, Anna. I had enough myself. That was enough.
That's right. Had your fun. You had your fun with it, And
how lucky, Anna? How lucky to park it and be able to get off, Anna?
That's right. That's right.
Yep, I'm blessed, right? I feel blessed. I don't need to push it anymore. I ripped up through Vermont. We went up through Vermont. We went up to Laconia to the bike week. I went all the way from Mass to up through New Hampshire, and I really, God blessed me to ride anywhere I wanted to go. I was so blessed that my wife was working. I was already disabled, and what I meant before was I would never drive to work on a bike. I know we always told our friends and everybody, never use it for work, because people are up in the morning, they're not awake.
Yeah,
they're not awake. I remember going out the door just as a young buck, because I worked in a slaughterhouse. I'd have to be on the corner at 6 a.m. And man, if you're not awake, man, you'll wreck a car.
Oh yeah,
oh, definitely. Yeah, it becomes more of a chore. Becomes more of a chore than anything.
Yeah.
So now I just go try to keep up with the wife hiking, which is getting better now. I'm taking Howard's oils,
Oh man, hiking.
Dude.
Me and Judy have to hang on each other to get in the front door. We're so beat up from car wreck. Honest to goodness, we almost have to hang on each other. It's bad. We're so young too. The scoliosis does that to me, though. It shuts my legs right off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
man, I'll tell you what, Lottie. It's like you're going to start taking you're taking the oils. You're going to continue taking the oils, and you're going to be like, damn, it's not going to cure you 100%. I don't think.
Yeah.
But man, you're going to be surprised, brother. You are going to be surprised.
Gosh, I hope
so. I'm so much better than what I was.
Yeah.
You're gonna look back at this video and laugh.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. Me and Judy just did a whole bunch of months at the chiropractor. We really didn't have any good luck.
yeah.
They didn't get my neck loose. My neck is like, man, I don't even want to get into all that crap. I'll drive you nuts with the stuff that's gone down with my neck.
You rub some oil on your neck now?
I have never rubbed it on anything. I spilled it.
Oh, you need to rub it on some places, Lenny.
We're not talking about the old lady right now. Okay, just cut it out. Because boy, if I had a gallon of that.
Well, we'll hook you up. You know that.
No, I'm just kidding, Howard.
I know you're.
I'm just being a joker.
Try rubbing it on some of those places, like your neck.
Yeah.
You're gonna be surprised.
Well, I had a disc slip sideways on the pillow because I never left home, so I always slipped the same way, and it kind of went like that on me.
Yeah.
I never got my neck back, and it's probably 10 years ago. Never been okay.
Start rubbing some oil on there. You're gonna be surprised.
That's what she said.
Immediately.
I told him I'm not going to call him. Actually, we were joking around today, me and Zach. I go, what would you do if I went in and started calling him the Quaker State oil guy? And I had Zach laughing, saying that you work for Quaker State and you're pushing Quaker State out. I had him rolling in. Joker.
Oh.
Yeah, but
Lonnie, when you get a chance, listen to watch the Blue Peeps with Sharice's nurse. She lives right down the road from me. And you know
Yeah.
how I was talking about rubbing on your neck or whatnot.
Yeah.
I gave some to her, turned some on to her, right? And her being a nurse, I was going to, she was going to be pretty critical of it, right?
Yeah.
She's my wife's hiking partner, right? And
Yeah.
I gave it to her. She put it on her knees. She called me up a half hour, called Judy up, my wife, half hour later. She goes, wow. She goes, this is unbelievable. My pain went away. It didn't go away forever, but
Well, you got to put more back on when it comes back.
exactly.
My wife she has that Voltaren stuff. I'm sure it's poison, but she says it helps her a little bit. That Voltaren, you ever hear that?
No.
No.
It used to be a prescription lotion in a tube, but now it's over the counter. It's called Voltaren. It's supposed to help, but I'm sure it's made out of poison and synthetic crap.
Yeah.
I'm sure nothing's pure anymore. I'll tell you, like I said, Howard, if you want the purest plants on God's earth, I told you what to use, and I'm not kidding.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not being a wise guy or nothing.
No.
Pure God, pure God, pure
Yeah.
God. Everything He gives a plant to eat on this earth is in the minerals.
Larry was talking about that Cherie, and she even
Yeah,
says,
yeah.
she
Sorry,
said Larry gave her the oil, and she thought, I'm never going to use this. But then,
Of course, she didn't want to take it because she thought she'd gag on it.
Yeah, she went, I'm never going to use it. And then what was it that was hurting her knee?
Her knee, yes. Her knee. She had a brace on her knee.
Well, I've tried everything else, and she put on there immediately. It quit hurting.
Oh, that's awesome. I'll be trying that on the wife. I'll try that with
Yeah.
Judy.
Yeah, definitely. And then she started taking it internally, and man, she started feeling great. Now she got the wild thing, for the dogs and cats.
Yeah.
And I contacted her the other day and asked her how things were. And she says her dog Penny is showing improvement. It's only been like a week since she's been giving it to him. Showing it's an old dog, but it's getting around better and better every day. So I'm excited to hear how well it does.
Yep, that's happening right here with my little dog. Coughing 23 and a half hours a day. She wouldn't stop coughing. And that's what caught me with Felix. Felix is little foxy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the one day she wasn't coughing. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So I sent my wife down to the local store to try. She picked up this paste and this common lotion. And I'm telling you, I can't believe it. She's walking around like she's a 4-year-old, little prancy, looking for a boyfriend. She was literally tipping over, and I'm not kidding. Literally tipping over from her butt end was so weak.
Wow.
Yes, sir. Yeah, God bless that lady. I'm glad because I want to try that on my wife. She does 64 hours a week every week for about 25 years.
Oh, wow.
7 days a week. Very rarely takes days. Works sick even half the time. All them years. Never buy nothing for herself. All about her family. That's it.
The nice thing about that oil is when you rub it on, it doesn't have a smell to it.
Mm.
Yeah.
And it goes right into your skin, so you're not greasy,
Yeah.
It's not going to stain your t-shirt or anything either.
No.
Yeah. Well, I'm Italian, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Won't be able to tell the difference, right?
I'm a little greasy. I'm a little bit greasy.
Yeah, but don't got red stains in the front, right?
Yeah. I tried to get Zach to sit in the background and jam, man. He gets all tired too early anymore, the kid. He can't keep up with the old timer. I could sleep 3 hours and I'm up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man, I don't sleep for crap. Nope.
He said in a couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks, he'll be back on.
I don't know why. He's got to get geared up. When he's ready, boy, I'll tell you, he'll be ready.
Man, he's good. He really is.
He's fantastic. That's why I said when he was younger, he was playing this one guitar. I said, dude, I'd like to help him get a guitar, man. Let him pay on it. Why not?
Oh, yeah.
And he come back later in life and it told me how much he appreciated it. It meant everything to me and Judy, I think it was hard for him at first to accept a gift like that.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what? That kid got right up, and I'm telling you, he went out and made a song list, and he went out and he played them. It's just too bad that the bars and all that, they don't take care of musicians.
No.
They're trying to get a break, and they're trying to play games with how many drinks if you want to have a drink. And he's not a drinker or nothing like
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? That's not what he's into.
Yeah.
He's more
A lot of
into
these-
trying
a lot
to
of-
find peace.
A lot of
What's
these
that?
bars want the musician to pay them to let you play.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the truth, right? It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
guy's
yeah.
got such talent too, you know. Such
Well,
talent.
hopefully somebody will watch and they'll know somebody or something, and
Yeah.
he'll get a break that he deserves.
Yeah, no, it's going to be
You know?
good to have him on. I mean,
Yeah.
he's got to get geared up. And
I'll
whatnot.
promote him in any way I can, you know?
Yeah, Lonnie says he needs to get geared up and whatnot, and so Lonnie, you said you were a little bit nervous before coming on. This is pretty chilled here, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like hanging out with the boys.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. You can't beat it, you know?
I'm a professional at that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were keg party kids up on the railroad track. You know, the railroad track is long gone, the railroad, but we'd go up there, we had a spot, and we'd all drink beers. Once in a while, knock each other's head in and then back home. So we had a lot of peace and a wonderful childhood around here, you know.
Good.
Yeah, we did. I call us the
that's-
slag pile kids because we all ran up and down the column piles. We all grew up in big, massive slag piles. Yeah,
Wow.
Carbondale, you know, Carbondale.
Oh, yeah. I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, huge mining town founded by the Wirtz brothers in, I believe, 1863. First name was Ragged Island, which, however they came up with an island, it has nothing to do or anywhere near an island. But yeah, that was the first name it had, Ragged Island.
Really?
I was surprised, yeah. But it's a slag pile town, and I always thought about writing a song about slag pile kids. And then the other idea of a song I wanted to think about was they don't live here anymore. I'm
Yeah.
driving by everybody's house where I grew up, and they don't live there anymore. They're all gone.
Yeah.
I can't believe how many houses they're not there.
Wow.
Just wow, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that bothered me. I never liked losing a soul. I never liked losing an old man sitting in front of the buildings down there smoking them big stogies back in the day. They're like 5 or 6. You know, them ones are like 12 inches, man. How
Yeah.
you doing, man? Come here, young man. What's your name? What, you know, everybody
Yeah.
called you Butch. Everybody was Butch around here. Come here, Butch. I'm like, I'm not Butch. I know that. Come here. Who's your dad? You know, it was a pretty cool town. If you messed up, the neighbor would kick you in the ass, you know?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it was a good town.
Yeah.
A lot of good people. I missed a lot of them too, you know? I lost a lot of them to drug addiction, a lot of good friends. Of
Yeah.
course, everybody has you know, these days now, Howard. Everybody
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right
Well, when
on,
I
man.
was young, I lost a lot of good friends to the Vietnam War, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah, I just talked to my buddy about that the other day. Now, that guy said I'm sick because I smoked that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a prison guard. He's got like that American Dad's, I call it Stan Smith effect. Zach has a different name for it. Mr. Conservative. I love being a conservative kind of guy, but it did get a little out of hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He thinks that weed gave me this sickness. He does. He
Oh,
believes
really?
it. This is a guy who drinks a lot, and I mean a lot.
Yeah.
God love him.
How long you and
know what I
Zach know
mean?
each other?
Me and Zach.
How long you guys
my
know each
goodness.
other?
Oh my goodness. His father used to go out with my Aunt Linda back, I want to say back in like maybe 76, 7, 8, like somewhere around in there. His dad went out with my Aunt Linda, and so I always knew him. He was the first one to bring Black Sabbath, Paranoid, in a cassette to our house and gave it to my little brother. We've been jamming on it ever since.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. But yeah, Zach's dad is a wonderful man too.
Oh, really?
Always, always a good friend. Could sing like no tomorrow.
That's
a lot of-
awesome, man. That's
Yeah.
great. That's great to have a friend from back in the day like like that for so long, man.
I have
You don't
been,
hear about
I,
them every
I
day.
really have been blessed with a few guys that if I really needed them, I'm sure they'd be there for me, you know. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
ask. I usually don't ask, you know. I have a lot of hope. I really believe God sent me to you guys, and I'm hoping that is the case. I'm just, you know, of course, like I said, Howard, I worry about them doing things that to me that don't need to be done is what I'm scared of.
Right.
All in the name of making money, because
Well, hopefully this will work for you and you won't need any of that stuff.
so see, like I don't even know what to look. Well, I don't even know what's going to happen when I get down to the U. I guess they're going to check every now and figure out where to go from there.
Sure. I'm
I don't
sure
really know anything. I don't know anything else now. Nothing.
I'm sure they'll do more CAT scans and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And you know, you might be getting some good news because
Yeah.
with mine, they went, it's fading away. And then, you know, then they said, oh, it's gotten bigger. Then I went, you know, I would go every 3 months for a CAT scan.
Yeah.
And they said it disappeared. So I'm going again for another one around the first part of August. And I got an appointment with a doctor. And then they're going to decide maybe I'll get one every 6 months, you know? So it's all going in the right direction for me. And you got to think, they really don't want to do a lot of stuff because it costs them money, you know?
Yeah. Well, I honestly, I don't know anything. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm about as blind at this point now as a man could be about it. I just hope they, you know, I remember you said something about getting a shot. Did you get a
Yeah.
shot into it, right into your cancer? Is that what it was?
Oh, a microwave.
Really?
Yeah. It's called a microwave. See, I always want to say obliteration, but that's not the correct word.
It's like
But it sounds
pulverized?
like that. And they stick a needle in you.
Yeah.
And then they shoot a microwave in there and it heats to 180 degrees.
Oh wow.
And they leave it in there for 10 minutes.
You're smoking my Kabazi. Perfect.
Yeah.
Larry, what you have to go through?
It's sort
Kind
of
of torture.
like poach it, you know? And then they bring the needle out and they leave it turned on when they bring it out so they don't bring any cancer cells with it.
Awesome. They burn it all the way out. It
Yeah,
probably
and they said at first they made that mistake. They turned it off and pull it out.
Oh,
And it wasn't a bad experience. I'd do it again.
that'll
you know?
really spread. That'll spread. They drag
Yeah,
it
oh
out.
yeah.
I never do that.
You know, from your liver, it usually spreads up to your lungs or somewhere.
That's what I'm worried about in the
Yeah.
side of my breath.
But they
Yeah,
should
Howard, that
know.
was
They
the
should.
first stuff
They
I
should
had.
have told you that already. I would
Well, they
think.
didn't. Yeah, but they didn't find anything the first time. But I think that's where it started, Howard. My breast. I never
Really,
even said
huh?
that to you. I never said that to you, but I don't know if it's true. But if it started getting a lump under the lower left side, and it was always radiating,
Huh?
so I actually have them around it, like I said, and in the middle of it.
Did they do
I
a biopsy of that, or?
No, because I have it here, and I have it all in here, and I have it in here.
Yeah, but you think they would take a place and do a biopsy? You know?
Well, they only did it out of the liver, but she ordered the extra CT scan and an X-ray that didn't happen yet. Again,
Oh,
just to make sure, because I told her what was happening, and she wanted to see if it
Yeah.
spread. If that spread, my hope in that oil is just unbelievably. I have great hopes.
well, you know, I mean, you know, I can't guarantee anything. You understand?
I know that.
And
I know
but
that. I know that.
On the other hand, you know what I want to have happen for you.
Yes, sir. I do.
And but look at Kevin, how sick he was. That's a good example.
Yeah.
Because I told him, I says, I don't know if this will help you or not, you know?
Yeah.
And,
There's no guarantees in this world. God
Look
will
at-
make guarantees.
Yeah, look at him today, how good he looks.
He does.
He
He
really
doesn't.
does.
Well, I'll tell you what. He doesn't want to put junk in his body either anymore.
No, he don't.
Yeah, he
Good
don't want
for
that
him.
anymore. God love him.
Yeah.
You know, Howard, I think the biggest thing is like you've always said is you got to keep this stuff, the oils, you got to keep it in your body.
Yeah, you got to keep it
You got
forever.
to take it religiously.
You know, I always say
It makes
it's like,
sense.
if you got a headache and you take a couple aspirin, it goes away. You're good. But you got to keep taking this even when it goes away, so don't come back.
How
Yeah.
much was cigarettes and chewing tobacco all my life? I can
Yeah.
handle this. I can
Yeah.
handle this. 40 a month. Ooh.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Ooh,
Well, you
I'm
know,
blessed to have it. Don't get me wrong. I can eat steak or bologna. It don't matter.
yeah. But the
You
thing
know what I'm
is,
saying? But
I want to keep it reasonable as I can, but I also want to be in business in 10 years
absolutely.
to
Why would
help
you want
people, you know?
Yeah. That's got to be the greatest thing, man. Just you save one person's life. It's just
Oh,
that,
yeah.
all that spreads through a family.
I can't tell you how that makes me feel. And the sad part is my friends that I lost before, you know, I wish I had known about it then.
Yeah.
You know,
You
but
know,
there's
Lonnie,
no,
like you were saying, Lonnie, it's, you know, you save, you know, somebody's life is saved, it spreads through their family. That's 100% true. I mean,
yeah,
it doesn't matter if it fixes somebody's back. If that person's happier, the whole family's going to be happier.
Yeah.
You know,
A wise family. You look at how when they lose somebody,
yeah,
a wise family knows what they have and they don't want to lose it.
that's right,
Yeah.
exactly. So, you know, if somebody's, you know, was going downhill or something on whatever it may be, whatever level, and they find something that's natural that is going to get them better day by day, a little bit of progress day by day. Everybody in that family is going to be a little bit happier day by day, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
that's awesome, man.
you know, when I was
I agree
younger,
100%, Larry. I agree 100%.
when I was younger and I was going to work and there was a head-on wreck right in front of me. And so naturally I stopped and the guy was riding with me. And one car was on the side. Well, they both were actually, but
Yeah.
the one was closest on the side. And the guy's wife got out. No, I'm sorry, it had flipped on its side and then it righted itself back. And
Okay.
the guy's wife got out and she collapsed. So we ran over there and asked her, "You okay?" And we told her, "Get away from the car, go across the street." So the guy, her husband was driving the car, and we asked him, "Are you okay?" And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "But my foot's stuck. I can't get it out." And the floorboards came up and wrapped around his foot. So we told him, "Oh, we'll get you out of here. We'll figure out how to get you out. Don't worry." Well, the battery exploded and the car caught on fire.
Oh my God.
And, you know, people would stop. Nobody had a fire extinguisher. A trucker said he didn't want to waste it on the fire. I told him, "Look, there's a guy trapped in here. We're trying to get him undone." And we were able to get his foot and work it. But in the meantime, he goes, "Don't leave me. Don't let me die." And you could just smell the fear on him, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, we got him out and drug him away, and the highway patrol stopped. And, you know, we told him what happened is we got that guy out of there. We didn't know if it was the right thing. We sort of forced his foot out of there. And we looked over and that car was fully engulfed in flames. It was a station wagon. It blew out the back window about that time. And so I always knew that I saved that guy's life.
That's cool.
You know, for a lot of years. I mean, I still remember pretty vividly today. And then I think with this oil, I can save more than one person's life. I may not even know them ever. It don't matter.
I had that blessing twice, saving somebody twice.
Did you?
Once I was just a little kid, looked down off the one bridge up here in Simpson. The guy, he was out of it on the tracks, just laying there on the tracks. I said, "Mom, I see somebody down on the tracks." She's like, "You better not be lying." I'm not lying, Ma. There was a guy on the track. They said we saved his life. And then one guy was buried in the snow. We come home Christmas Eve one time. I look over at the fence. Now I know my yard. I look for my footballs in case I left them out in the snow. Well, I found a really big football against the fence. I was like, Ma, what is that? I go, who's that? She brought him in, and no kidding, he was blue.
No kidding.
She rubbed his arms and hands, and she kept trying to warm him, and he puked all over my mom for a gift, you know.
Yeah.
Consolation prize is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
You know, poor mom.
Yeah. So you know how you feel about that. Then it's a wonderful feeling that you saved somebody's life.
Yep, and I hope I can do that with some of the oils we get going on.
Yeah,
too.
I hope I can too. You know.
Yeah, I hope we save a bunch. It's too bad, man. That guy's been going through some kind of chemo or whatever they do first. He's been going through, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
So I gave her your number, but you must be a talker, Betty Crocker, no. I was hoping she would though. She loves her husband. They're very, they're good Christians, you know. They're
sure.
Good people.
Well, you know,
my
cousin's husband, he got prostate cancer. You know, and I had given him the oil. He was rubbing it on for muscle cramps. And I told him, I says, you need to start taking the oil, you know, internally. And he goes, oh, you know, yeah. He's in his 80s. So they start
bottle I ever seen.
they said they started giving him chemo and his numbers went up higher, his PSA numbers.
Yeah.
And so they said, well, after 30 days, we can't do this anymore. It's not helping you, it's making it worse. So then he decided to take the oil. And I think when he called me, he'd been taking it for 30 days. And he says, I'm 100% cancer free. He goes, it's because of the oil. And it made me feel good, right? And I'm going to try to get him on the show. He's in his 80s. And I know he's like you, is the same problem. He's a little bit shy, I think, you know.
A little bit.
Yeah, just get him on the phone. I'd like to hear him, man. That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
I'm not too shy once I get here.
No, you're fine. I knew you would be too, you know.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a feeling this was all going to get a little fun eventually.
Good.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you had a good time. We look forward to having you back too, Lonnie, you know.
I have true love for anybody who wants to help anybody that I know or love.
Yeah.
I also
be great to have Lonnie and Zach on at the same time.
Yeah. Well, we'll get there. We're going to get there. You know, it'll take a while.
I told him sit in the back. I want him to do some.
One song he does, "All My Love," and he taps on the guitar a little bit. And, you know, man, that's so cool. Yeah, I think that's the one I'll put the link to. You know.
Yeah, well, I've been having them down here for years, going, "Come on, you got to play this one. Come on, you got to," because I want to hear what it really sounds like.
Yeah.
You know, I can't walk down any more than do re mi fa sol la ti do. Really, I'm a John Denver guy and a Anne Murray, and I like to sing basic major chords. I play bar chords good too, more and more as I go along. You know, but that's Zach. He's like,
yeah.
They walk up and that's not this cat, man. I got too much brain damage for all that. We played football hard when we were kids. We really hurt each other.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we hurt it. We smashed each other's heads bad. And never mind the keg parties. Oh, my Lord. You get started from one end of the room, the other guys at the other end. We're running at each other, smashing heads.
Wow.
We were insane kids. That's why I can't play the guitar on stage. I would have been a singer, and I would have been on the stage probably with Zach. But I'm telling you, my brain can't do it. I have to do to follow the bouncing ball kid. That's it, man. And I'm grateful I could do that.
Yeah,
could
that's
strum-
right.
I
There
could-
you go.
Yeah, I could drum a guitar like no business.
Yeah.
But I can't pick like that, man. The only thing I picked, I know a little bit about it.
So anyway, we're going to have to end this, unfortunately.
This is
Oh, that's
good,
all right.
Howard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had
this
a
was-
great time with you guys. That was definitely
Did you?
awesome.
Well, then I know you'll be back, and we want to
Oh,
follow
yeah,
your
we can do
progress.
this. I'll do this anytime with you guys, you know.
That's
Cool.
great.
I enjoy both of you guys very, very much. Larry, I'm sorry I blabbed so much, man. I cut.
Oh man, you know what? I loved it. I loved it, man. I'm a listener. I'm an active listener.
He was a special guest. You were supposed
I
to.
love it, man. I
Exactly.
seen him on there. I started watching some of them, but unfortunately, I don't get to remember things. I have to watch them a few times, and then I start getting it a little bit.
I
Honestly,
hear you.
I'm being honest. I
Yeah.
shouldn't have went to those keg parties, really. I wish I stayed home with my mom now.
Yeah.
Too much head banging, right?
Yeah, well, I don't know who hit harder, my mother or the guys at the parties.
Yeah.
I tell you, I'll never forget the first time I got jacked with a sucker punch under the garage door. I said, "Man, are you done, buddy?" My mother punches me. My mom's 4'11". I said, "She hits harder than you. You're done. You're done."
Good deal.
Oh, my mom was something else, man. She'd climb over the table, bite my brother right on the forehead.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fun. She was fun too. But no, being serious, we all had beautiful peace with our mom, and we laughed about all that stuff. But when we were kids, things sure were different, weren't they?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
My goodness, you mess with your elders. My mom, like I said, 4'11". It was nothing for her to climb over the table if you didn't want to eat her food because you had an attitude. The one day she crawled right over and bit him on the forehead.
No kidding.
Yeah, we couldn't believe it. We're like,
Yeah.
we didn't say nothing to our mom. I mean, she was wonderful too. My mom was the type of woman who would stop and give the workers and the workers out in the street. She'd buy them Gatorades and have my brother or somebody run them back and give them cold drinks. One kid needed tires on his car. She bought the kid tires. She knew the kid's grandpa, and she bought the kid tires. She was just a wonderful, wonderful
Wow.
person. Yeah, we
Nice.
came a long way since we were kids, you know. She raised 3 kids on her own for quite a few years, you know. But in the end, man, me and my mom, we said everything we wanted to say, you know.
That's what it's about, man. Good.
Yeah, I
Good.
miss her terrible.
That's good.
I'd
So
do
anyway,
anything for a
Lonnie,
good punch in the nose.
you got my phone number. You can call me anytime.
Okay, Howard.
You know, and you'll be hearing from me in the mail. There'll be something coming to you in the mail.
God bless you guys. I really had
yeah.
fun. I really did have fun.
Yeah.
I'll try to pump Zach up. Maybe we can get him moving a little quicker, huh?
Yeah.
There you
Well,
go.
I want him to be ready, you know.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I'm going to have to end this.
All right, guys.
All right, man. Lonnie,
bless
man,
you.
it was a blast. It was a
Yeah,
blast.
Man,
Lonnie, man.
hey, let's
Thank
do
you.
it again,
Thanks.
brother.
Absolutely.
We'll
Soon.
do it again. I'm on Facebook at Lonnie Hunter. You guys could add me.
Oh, I'll look you up.
I'm going to friend
Absolutely.
friend you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Take
hook
care,
up,
Lonnie.
man. Okay, guys. God bless.
You
All right,
too.
man. Till next time.
Yeah.
Right
Bye,
on, buddy.
everybody.
Good night.
Bye.